Things have changed in the world and in the workplace. People everywhere have to be a little more vigilant about security. And that's true for us here in our postal facility. I know that. We all do.
Of course, I'm concerned about possible danger. Just read the newspapers. But I'm not afraid to be here.
The Postal Service is taking every precaution with the mail, even before it's processed. New technology is constantly being developed and deployed to ensure the security of the mail, our customers, and those of us who move the mail. So this facility is a safe place to work. I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't ask anyone to come to a place that wasn't. But we still need to work together to keep it that way.
I don't think anything bad will happen, but I want to be prepared just the same. I want to know exactly what I'm responsible for doing and what the others around me should be doing too.
Here, just as in every postal facility, we have procedures to ensure everyone's safety. And what you need to know isn't just about how you should respond, but also how we respond as a team and as an organization.
Decisions about suspicious mail may end up at the top, but they start with the postal employees who have contact with the mail. Our first line of defense is for them to be on the alert for anything that looks suspicious.
So it's important to keep our eyes open for suspicious packages and letters, and to know what actions to take if we spot them. It helps to remember the characteristics of suspicious mail by using the acronym SLAP: unusual shape, look, address features, or packaging. A package that's uneven, lopsided, or with bulges or a soft spot should be looked at carefully. Although many inconspicuous packages may also have an unusual shape, this is one of the indicators of suspicious mail. Other indicators may be an unusual odor given off by a package or letter, or stains and discolorations on the wrapping. And a letter or package with a poorly written or typed address, misspellings, an incorrect title, or no return address or an obviously fictitious return address, threatening language or strange markings on the outside, a postmark that doesn't match the return address, or excessive postage, all should catch our attention. As should a package that has excessive tape or string or visible wires or metal. All of these characteristics should arouse our suspicions. If we do discover a suspicious letter or package, we respond by following 3 simple steps: package, people, and plan. First, deal with the package or letter. That means don't handle it, don't even touch it. Do take note of its suspicious characteristics and other details, such as the sender and address information or other identifying markers. Then leave the immediate area where the suspicious package is. And prevent others from coming near. Get help from another employee if necessary to help secure the area while you go for assistance. Contact your supervisor. Report all the details you observed about the package. If you had any contact with the package, wash your hands with soap and water. This is the point where I take over. I follow the emergency action plan for our facility, a large plan. I move all employees from the immediate area to a safe location. Cordon off the affected area, shut down the equipment, and contact the next level of emergency response. This may involve the inspection service or other community first responders to help identify and resolve the problem. If necessary, I also notify other personnel who are designated as part of our emergency plan, such as the safety specialist and postmaster. The responding team will determine if an emergency exists and take appropriate action. The employees will remain in a designated area until we are sure it is safe to return to work.
I feel confident that we can deal with this suspicious-looking package. We've been doing that for years.
Now let's see what will happen from the very beginning once a spill is detected from what may be suspicious mail. The first one to cite the powder spill will probably be the person directly involved with that stage of mail processing. Unless the powder can be readily identified, the spill should be treated as a potential hazard. Notify your supervisor. If you had any contact with the item, wash your hands with soap and water. This is where I go into action again. Just as before, I initiate our emergency plan and follow the appropriate procedures for this incident. Right away, I make sure the employee who had possible contact with the spill is isolated. Now, just to be sure, until we know what this is, I need you to stay in here. I want to minimize any possible contamination.
That's okay.
I appreciate that, and I'll get back to you as soon as I find out. Next, I make sure that anybody who might have been affected by the spill is in a safe place. Then, I call first responders. They start by blocking access to the area to make sure no one enters. Then, if they decide, instructions are issued to shut down the ventilation system and any equipment or machinery that may have already processed the mail piece. The goal is to minimize potential exposure by spreading any contamination, just in case the spill is a dangerous substance. At the same time, our employees are removed from the immediate area to a safe place. I call the inspection service and local hazmat team to identify the substance. As the team works to diagnose the situation and determine if an emergency exists, I report the incident to upper management. The professionals may further test the substance to rule out any potential hazard.
I've checked with the addressee. It was some spices he was expecting.
Well, thanks for getting here so quickly to take care of this. It's a relief to know it wasn't something serious, and I'll let my employees know they can get back to their work assignments, that they're safe, and I'll notify my manager.
Okay.
It wasn't anything serious? Everyone is safe. Way to go. Everyone's returning to work? That's good. Our policies and procedures for handling suspicious mail are carefully structured to ensure everyone's safety. Now you know what actions you're expected to take.
It helps to know the acronym SLAP and to remember package, people, and plan. That way we can respond correctly to any possible dangers.
You know how we respond as a team.
I feel better knowing exactly how things are taken care of in the case of an emergency.
And you understand how we respond as an organization.
I think there's a lot being done to keep us as safe as possible. I think the Postal Service is ready for any emergency.
The Postal Service would like to say that you'll never need to worry about security in the workplace. Unfortunately, we can't make that promise because we can't control the world outside. But we can pledge, with your help, to keep all eyes on suspicious mail.
This building has been named in honor of Joseph Cursine Jr. and Thomas Morris Jr. by an act of Congress, Public Law 107-225, September 24, 2002. We are poor for their loss, but richer for having been touched by these dedicated, hard-working heroes. We will never forget. As managers and employees, we all know the importance of staying alert at the workplace and knowing how to respond to threats of our safety. As we focus on package, people, and plan, let's remember that you, our valued employees, are our most precious resource. We will never forget that.